Hello and welcome to Pau in the southwest corner of France. It's time for the ICF 2017 Extreme Canoe Slalom and Wildwater World Championships. Extreme. 4 boats at a time, knockout. 2 boats go through to the next round. You come off a big ramp. You go around the poles. You do an Eskimo turn. And all in special creek boats. The Wildwater World Championship final for the C1 women. These boats, 4.3 meters long, 70 centimeters wide. You can see they have wings on them. And the idea is to negotiate yourself down this 260-meter course as quickly as possible. There's no margin for error. Martina Satkova won the World Championships in 2016. Also very good in the kayak and the classic canoe and kayak in the slalom. Really pushing forward. Moves into the initial first place. Heartbeat going 190 times a minute. Claire Harb won the World Championships in 2015, ranked number 11 in the world. From France, there's a huge cheer coming down. These boats are only 11 kilograms, plenty of volume in them though, so they can jump over the waves, and she becomes the 2017 World Champion. They have gold for France, Martina Satkova silver for the Czech Republic, and Maria Nemkova bronze for the Czech Republic. Here's the lineup for the C1 men. As you can see, it's dominated by Frenches, Slovenians and Czechs. Mate Benesch, Olympic silver medalist in the classic C1 from Canoe Slalom. Blaise Koff, well known on the circuit. Great crowd today. Needs to just keep the straight line going, and he moves into initial first place. So they normally compete in 2 disciplines. There's the normal, and this is the sprint version. Mate Benesch has won before on the circuit. As you can see on the overhead, the wings keep the stability. It's more like skiing than traditional slalom, so they're rolling the boat round. And he comes in initial first place. André Rolleng from the Czech Republic. Well, he is an established star. Was the world champion in 2014 and the world champion in 2016. Is he going to be the world champion in 2017? He's ranked 1 in the world. And by less than 0.2 of a second, he takes the world championships for the 3rd time. So André Rolleng is the world champion for the Czech Republic, Mate Benesch silver for Slovakia, and Blaise Koff bronze for Slovenia.
Brown. I'm with Team GB and I'm a 2-time world champion. I'm here to describe why my boat is the shape it is for wildwater racing and how the function of its design helps us get from A to B as fast as possible down the rapids. boats race down whitewater as fast as possible, it's a trade-off between manoeuvrability, stability and speed. Alongside this, we have to fit in with the ICF regulations, in which states we have width restrictions, length restrictions, as well as weight, similar to other canoeing disciplines. To make it as fast as possible, we make the boats as long as possible, as well as having a very flat bottom, so the water displacement is as minimal as possible. So here at Poe we have big white water this year, hence we need a bit more volume in the front deck and the back deck to help us ride through those waves and stay above the white water. And the final component is the paddler and their skill and ability to read the white water, technically paddle this boat as fast as they can down the white water, coming from years of training, practice and relentless trips up and down white water. The most important thing in wildwater racing is that we have fun and we love our sport.
Here's the women's K1, including Hannah Brown, double world champion. 12 athletes to go. Martina Satkova, we've just seen her take a medal in the C1. And here's Hannah, also very, very good in the sprint season. Last season, when she was training here, she dislocated her shoulder. It's all about picking the 30 centimetre wide line. Hannah knows the water better than most, and she comes through in a good time. Well, she was going for the gold. Claire Bren from France won here in 2012. Slight frame, but certainly knows how to move the boat. Listen to that noise from the French supporters, several thousand in the rain watching them through. And it's starting to become darker. Here she comes and moves into first place. Manon Hostens, not one of the top ranked athletes. 31 in fact. Very versatile paddler. And again a huge noise. It all comes down to fractions of seconds. Oh, she looks happy, just misses out on the gold. So Claire Bren takes the gold for France, Manon Hostens takes the silver for France, and Hannah Brown has to settle for the bronze medal. They're going through fast and furious. It's the K1 men. Most of the favourites have made it through. 15 athletes to look out for. The famous Ned Janadic, the last to go. Gaëtan Guénet from France. Ranked number 8 in the world. The French have had a really good possibility to train on this course. They know the lines perfectly. It's all about power all the way, and he puts forward a great first time. Huge cheer. Anze Juranka, not one of the favourites. These boats slightly lighter than the sea boats and slightly longer, 4.5 metres long, 10 kilograms. And they're moulded in 2 separate sections. The idea is to keep the wings above the water. Well, absolutely delighted going into first place. Nedge, one of the most well-known faces on the circuit, makes some extraordinarily funny videos. Half a second up. Ranked number 4 in the world. Coming over, the idea is to fly over the stoppers. Can he beat his compatriot? No, just misses out. Anzir Juranka takes the gold for Slovenia. Ned Zenadic takes the silver for Slovenia. And Gaëtan Gurne takes the bronze for France. C2 men, the top 3 ranked boats are the French. Here we go, and look at this, it's nighttime racing. They're not used to it, but the French crowd are absolutely loving it. Anthony Debray and Louis Lapointe, ranked number 2 in the world, are putting forward a really strong performance. Next to go, Damien Marot, Pierre Troubadi, ranked number 11 in the world. They've just seen their friends and competitors go down. They'll have already chosen the line. It's just about putting this together in perfection, and they really give it all over the line. Well, they're happy with that. One boat to go. It's the defending world champions who are ranked number 1, Quentin Daza, Stefan Santamaria. They've said they had a difficult week leading up to this. Training's gone well, and the adrenaline of the crowd is pushing them to new levels. Now's the time to give it everything they have. World champions for the 2nd time in a row, and just look how much it means. Well, Daza Santamaria, France world champions. Debray Lapointe, silver for France. And Marot Troubadi, bronze for France. From the men to the women, 6 boats in this final, so it's all open. And now to the women. Same boats, same conditions. Let's have a look at Aneska Paladova and Maria Nemkova from the Czech Republic. Huge crowd staying to watch this dramatic finale. Getting thrown around a little bit. Need to take the fastest current. And to their great delight, they're huge outsiders, but they've taken the first position. Barbara Kortizova, Katerina Kopnova, very experienced pairing here from Slovakia. Ranked number 6 in the world. A little bit cautious coming into the last set. They've already been in the individual. How do they go together? And they rank number 2. Manon Durand, Cindy Cote, very experienced pairing here for France. Ranked number 4 in the world. They push off together. And it's starting to be really late at night. Visibility is difficult for the athletes, even with the spotlights, but they're coming home and moving to 2nd place. So, Czech Republic, Palanova, Nebkova take the gold. Durand Cote, France silver, and Koskova and Kopnova take the bronze for Slovakia. Now the transition from Wildwater to the most exciting discipline there is. This is the semi-final of the extreme canoe slalom. Helga Tova, Lafonce Attila, Menpa. 7 gates. You follow the arrow direction, you can hit the gate. First 2 in this semi-final will progress to the final. Look out for Anders Attila in the orange boat. That's how to do it. You're allowed to barge. And number 3, Anders Attila, who's already medalled in the canoe slalom, really is taking control of this boat. Emilius Hilgertoga's won a race already this season, and these two really have it forward. The next crucial stage in between the orange bollards to do a complete Eskimo turn. Now they have a choice. Gate number 5 upstream. You can go left or right. Oh, Anders Attila, difficulty there. And Marie-Zélie Lafont is really taking advantage of the mix-up. All three girls taking the right side option. Lisa Manera disqualified. No shame in that, but she won't be able to go forward. The last difficult gate. And look, that's great paddling. Amelia Hilgertova's forced out Anna Sotila, who's stuck in the eddy. Well, great paddling there. Marie-Zélie Lafont, the French Olympic boat, and Amelia Hilgertova go through to the next round, which is, of course, the final. And as you can see, Marie-Zélie Lafont disqualified, so Anna Sotila took second place. Next is trumpeter Lawrence, Novak and Vegman. Germany, Australia, Slovenia and the Netherlands. The best lane is the lane number 1. You have the quickest water and the fastest line. It's Caroline Trumpeter. This is only her second ever event. The other athletes doing it well. They've decided to go river right. Gives Trumpeter an enormous advantage as they're fighting between themselves. Martina Vegman, who has won a World Cup, will have to go back. But Ros Lawrence takes advantage of the mix-up and puts herself in a good position. No doubt about who's in control of this race. It's Trumpeter who's out of the picture already. There she goes. The outside horse looked very nervous in the quarterfinals. Looks a bit more excited and revved up in the semi-finals, but she has space. Struggling. Oh, that looks painful. Anna Novak from Slovenia really took a nasty bang. Coming through there, it's Ros Lawrence. Has a significant second place advantage, but Martina Vegman is probably more experienced at this level. Look, barges are out of the way. That's great paddling. No mercy here. Will they remain friends after this? Let's hope so. Very sneaky there by the Dutch paddler. So Caroline Trumpeter goes through. Martina Vegman takes second place. Ros Lawrence just missing out. Ida Novak, let's hope she's okay. And now it's final time. Trumpeter, Hilgertova, Sotila and Vegman. The top 4 athletes. Well, she's happy now. Caroline Trumpeter lining them up. As you can see, it's a 2-meter drop. Amelia Hilgertova, the niece of Stepanka, the legend. Anna Sotila, always smiling. The Brazilian, now based in Europe. And finally, Martina Vegman, massively experienced in big water. 260 meters, 14 cubic meters per second of water going down, and it looks like Trumpeter again with a bright blue boat has taken the quickest line. She's certainly the fastest over the straight water. If you take the left option here and there's no one else on the water, it's certainly the quickest. Anna Sotila's trying to do the same again, but this time it's Caroline Trumpeter takes out. Anna Sotila comes in second with Martina Vegman looking to be... Oh, she's taking a huge line there. Amelia Hilgertova taking a quicker line, but there's no doubt going left was the advantage. The two athletes taking the Eskimo turn about together, but Caroline Trumpeter is really in control. It's like a team event. She really measures her timing. Anna Sotila's coming second at the moment. Martina Vegman can to catch up, and Amelia Hilgertova unfortunately out of it. So first across the line is going to be Germany's Caroline Trumpeter. Wow. Anna Sotila from Brazil, second across the line. Absolute delight with her performance. She's the first world champion in extreme slalom. Caroline Trumpeter takes the gold. Anna Sotila second. Amelia Hilgertova third, and Martina Vegman disqualified, although there's no shame in that. Wow, this is only my second ever race. I never thought I could go so good. It was really fun. The design of the course was great, with a little slalom in it. It was just a lot of fun. Time for the men. Prindisnevo Egner, Sarasola from Spain. Well, Prindisnevo and Egner have won this year on the circuit. Look at the determination. Boris Nevo in the green boat is the local favourite, but Britt Prindis in the yellow boat has an amazing start. Ranked number 1 in the world, was the fastest in the time trials earlier in the day. Brushes them apart, and Hannah Zegner in the red boat with the black helmet, struggling a little bit. They've gone the same way. This is going to be carnage. Britt Prindis, the lightest member, comes out first with Boris Debut chasing him, and Hannah Zegner in third position. These three are flying down together. Look at these great images. They now have to do an Eskimo turn. Sawasela disqualified. No, Britt Prindis is stuck in the water. That's a tricky place to come out. He's completely disorientated. So it means Boris Nevu has time on his hands. Hadniksnager, you're not allowed to hug the pole, Hannah, so you have to use your paddle. Boris Nevu is going through to the final, so all the crowd are having a great time. Hannah Zegner shouldn't have done that. Next is Britt Prindis, who, that's dodgy, manages to go the right side of the pole, we think. Well, Boris Nevu, 2014 world champion, the slalom, goes through. Look at the results. Britt Prindis qualifies, Hannah Zegner disqualified for hugging the pole, and Mikael Sawasela also disqualified. Radilek, Dawson, Da Silva and Smolen, great characters. Mike Dawson won the first event. Radilek didn't make the Czech team and so has something to prove, the former world champion. Look at these great overhead images. You can see the boat on the left have the shortest line. These are all great friends, by the way, but they certainly no quarter given, no quarter asked for. Vavra Radilek in his Red Bull hat. A real great character. Did a feature film last year, by the way. And here he is, really pumping it through. 30 years old now, Mike Dawson with the familiar New Zealand hat. Been in the Olympics twice and made the final in the K1 this week, is really pushing it forward. Radilek first to go. Dawson in and out incredibly quickly. Oh, there's a bit of a problem in third place. Pepe de Silva's really been held up there. And Smolen have well been held up. Smolen, however, has taken the correct left line. Dawson is, well, Pepe de Silva's trying to go through both up gates. Don't know why he did that. But no doubt about the winner. It's Vavra Radilek with Mike Dawson coming over second, and Michael Smolen not able to make up the time lost. Radilek and Dawson will go through to the final. So the Shaman, we'll see him again. And the result, Wawrinka Radilek takes first, Mike Dawson second, Michael Smolen is qualified with Pepe da Silva from Brazil. Well, it's finals time. This is going to be dramatic. Prindis, Radilek, Nevu and Dawson. 51 athletes set out. These are the top 4. Britt Prindis, world number 1, has won it, and second by 200 a second in the K1. Great mate and training partner, it's Vavra Radilek. Has a bar in Prague if you're ever in there, check it out. Well, the crowd favourite is Boris Nevu. And the coolest guy on the planet, it's Olympian, double Olympian, Mike Dawson. It's a battle, look at this. Well, they've all started together. Britt Prindis is a bit left, he's managed to keep it close. Dawson in the blue boat fighting it, so Prindis so far has the lead. Oh, Dawson's fell a little bit low. Vavra's taken the later option. He watched what the others are doing and has the first line. So it's Vavra Radilek for the Czech Republic. Britt Prindis from the Czech Republic in second. Boris Nevu's really, really close on. And Mike Dawson's slightly in third at the moment. Coming in together with the Eskimo turn. They have about 30 meters to do it. In and out. Always a bit of a struggle goes. Vavra Radilek and Prindis is second time in a row. He has problems there. He doesn't know which to go. He's a bit disorientated. Vavra Radilek and Boris Nevu. Well, the crowd are loving this. It's Boris Nevu for France has taken the lead with 2 gates to go. He can't lose this now, surely. Well, Vavra Radilek has decided he can. Look at this. It's to the line. The first one over wins, and it's going to be a photo finish. Vavra Radilek is the world champion. Absolutely delighted. Well, they're great friends, appreciate each other's company on the water. This is something to look out for the future. Radilek first, Nevu second, Dawson third, and Prindis this time takes a fourth place. It was all won on the last gate. This was awesome. All the competition was really amazing. Being at the start to compete with friends, it's always hard, but at the same time it's a lot of fun. I think I'm so happy that I arrived to win this World Championship title. Absolutely amazing. Wow, that was fun. Wildwater and Extreme Canoe Slalom. This is the World Championships from Po 2017. We've had so much fun. Thanks to the fans. Thanks to all the organisers. See you next time.